We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The Nets with the lead. Taking a look at the Rockets. Van Vliet and Green man the backcourt. Brooks and Smith make up the two forwards. And it's Şengün in at the 5.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom! Lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
As we get to just about the halfway point in our season, it's the perfect time to take a look at the Rookie of the Year race. Let's see which of these rookies have been the biggest boost to their team and gotten out ahead. Right in the thick of this season, he is the guy when it comes to Rookie of the Year. What a year he's having.
And this is the type of player you have to be excited about. There's no question he should be at the top of the Rookie of the Year rankings.
I ditto all of that. I mean, it's taken him only about half a season to show that he's going to be one of the faces of the NBA for a long time to come, barring injury.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. The rebound by Silk. Silk's got 4 rebounds in the game. Launches a 3. Smith with the rebound. The Rockets trail. And talking about Jabari Smith, a talented young forward with a bright future, Clark.
Really excited about his future because he does everything smoothly and easily. Good IQ. I think he just needs to add a little strength to really optimize what he has in his package.
Here's Silk. It's deflected.
Lots of athleticism for the long center. Şengün getting it done.
Here's Green. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Tipped. And he stays with it. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. The Rockets again can't hit.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys. Missing their first 4 attempts.
Oh, an athletic jam by Bridges, going up high.
And so it's Houston with it. 7-point differential. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Rockets. And checking out some numbers for him.
Over the last 10 games, he's been on an absolute tear, finding all kinds of ways to be a thorn in the opposition's side, just working on offense and getting the looks he wants out there.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Protecting the rim. Has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Olynyk comes in for John Collins. And it's O'Neal in for Johnson. And the Rockets will go for a different look here. Robinson Earls checked in for Şengün. Tate comes in for Smith. Bullock, he's checked in for Green. And it's Thompson in for Van Vliet. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Silk. 30 points in the game. Claxton passes to Silk. Here's O'Neal. Brooks defending. Here's Silk. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Fires in the triple. And it's a 10-point Nets lead.
Tonight, their attack revolves around him. As he goes, so goes the offense.
Thompson passes to Brooks. To win the cold spell. Rebounded by the Nets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Silk. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Second free throw, no good. Scoring in the NBA is the highest it's been in over 50 years, Clark. You think it's time for some rule changes to help the defense?
You know, I'm not sure where you would go in that regard because every rule change, for the most part, has certainly tilted towards the offense recently. And I don't necessarily have a problem with that. The NBA has made it clear that entertainment is a core pillar, and appeasing and appealing to their fans is a huge driver, and that means
substitutions on the court.
There's a minute 26 left in the third. Here's Silk, guarded by Van Vliet. Silk, pass to Watford. Rockets with a rebound. Şengün's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Mikal Bridges is a premier defender. He said, quote, people take it for granted how tough it is to guard the top perimeter players in this league and not be able to really touch them because they're going to get the foul call. You've got to guard these matchups one-on-one, and I think we get taken for granted. BA, he's on point.
Yeah, he does have a point there. Thanks, Ali.
I mean, defending this team, you have to track Collins in the pick and roll. He'll hurt you if you lose him.
Dinwiddie against Green. Here's Easton. Van Vliet up top. Green for three. Collins with the rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
And the bucket is good. And it's a 7-point Nets lead.
good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Stolen.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Silk, pass to Collins. Here's Silk. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's Brooklyn. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, let's take a look at our assist to the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Nicholas Claxton, John Collins out there with Cameron Johnson. And it's Silk in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Green. And right on target. That one's good.
Great dime that time by Smith Jr. there. You see the floor awareness really starting to improve.
Here's Silk. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
It goes on Fred Van Vliet. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Finney-Smith checked in for Johnson. Brooks, he's checked in for Houston. Thompson comes in for Van Vliet. Green for 3. Claxton with a rebound.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Silk with the bucket. Silk's got 44.
Really good pass from Finney-Smith. He understands that you can't squeeze that orange if you got somebody ready to catch and shoot.
To the paint. Here's Brooks. It's tipped. It's a one-on-one situation. And he's going for the lob. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Thompson outside. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Thompson. Oh, trying his luck from deep. The rebound by Silk. Silk's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Shot clock at 6.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a 10-point pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Thompson passes to Şengün, and the shot goes in.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
Pass to Silk. Pulls up at the elbow. Again, the net score.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Green against Dinwiddie. Green, the pass to Thompson. And rejected. And they're able to recover. The Nets have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Collins outside. Pass to Silk. Claxton passes to Silk. Second chance shot. And that one hits the back iron. Good D by Şengün.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Here's Thompson. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
Maybe he's playing better during winning time. Silent in the first half, but since then, he has taken over.
Time called here. The Nets decide to talk it over now.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Some changes for Brooklyn. O'Neal, he's checked in for Finney-Smith. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Dinwiddie. Here's Silk. Pass to Collins. Here's Silk. Green covering. Silk, the pass to O'Neal. Here's Silk. That one is off. Green with the defensive effort. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Fires for three. He buries it from three.
This has been a running theme for him. Hit a number of threes in the first half. Now nails another.
Here's Silk. Green covering. Here's Silk. Blocked. Smith right side. Inside. And Brooks with a basket on the assist by Smith.
A throwback wing. Dillon Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
Here's Silk. Green covering. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Johnson, he's checked in for O'Neal. Up top, Thompson. Here's Smith. Collins with the defensive effort. The Nets with a lead. Silk, pass to Bridges. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to Green. Rebound Brooklyn. Claxton's. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And it's Silk missing.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Drives to the hoop, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
What you can't help but notice this half is how lights out they've been from the free throw line.
Number 11. At the line, 2 times.
That one's off.
I love the intensity he's brought to the floor since halftime in constant attack mode.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Rockets. And the second free throw is good. The Rockets shooting just 38% here in the fourth. And the layup is good.
Yeah, just a tremendous finish. Nice job by Van Vliet in the painted area. Not an easy play.
Here's Silk.
Last 2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter.
The Rockets pull it in. 1:51 left in the final quarter. Here's Smith. That shot off the mark. Excellent D there from Collins. The three is up. And it's Silk missing.
Well, it's been a turbulent quarter, really rough for him. Nothing going his way. But he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powered at home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
And here's Green from the arc. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Green's got a full toolkit now, which makes him unstoppable at times.
Here's Silk, guarded by Van Vliet. Here's Silk. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Outside, Green. Smith inside. Collins there. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Silk. And they go to the intentional foul.
Jabari Smith. His third personal foul. 14 foul. At the line.
Oh, the first of two, no good. A heartbreaker. And he's able to hit the second one. And that increases the lead to 6. And the Rockets call time here. They're behind by 6. 43 seconds left in the final quarter.
Turn it up, Nets fans, for your Brooklyn Nets.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
You know, from the jump, he was on a mission. You could see it. It was clear. Going after hoops, no matter what the defense tried, they had a tough time stopping him. I think he could have predicted early on we'd be talking about him right here and right now. That's how good he's been.
And now the Nets on the break. Here's Silk. Yet another bucket.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Collins outside. Lets it go from the wing. Count that bucket. And now a 10-point Brooklyn lead.
And, guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
And I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Buries it from 3.
And a speedy offensive play by Van Vliet, pulling up out of nowhere for a shot.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. They're leading by 7. 1 second left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. All right, guys, what's your take?
And they're hoping to wrap this one up.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break?
Here's Silk. Misses there. This one belongs to Brooklyn. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. So long, everybody.
Yeah, Skins win. Let's go.
Yeah.
Good game, good game.
Good game, guys. Welcome back to a...
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. The starters for the Utah Jazz. Sexton is the point. Clarkson is in it too. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in at the 4 spot. And for the Nets, we've got Bridges. Collins is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Silk, and it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. And Greg, on paper, this looks like a real mismatch. These teams have very different expectations.
And in any matchup like this, the early stages are important. The team coming in as a big underdog has to keep it close, otherwise things can go south in a hurry.
Now, here's Bridges. Jordan Clarkson missing his last shot. Bridges passes to Silk. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. Kessler with the rebound. Clarkson outside. The open look here for Sexton. Here's Hendricks. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And GA, this Nets team, kind of slim on the interior, don't you think? How can they be most effective?
Well, you've got to press that advantage as far as quickness and get out and run and challenge opposing bigs to cover you in space.
And Silk gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Team second.
And Silk gets the whistle that time. That'll be his...
Substitution.
This is his second to the free throw line in this one.
Now on the line for the Jazz, Ochai Agbaji. 1 time from the line.
Here's Watford. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Three from the inbound. And so is John Collins making highlights for the Nets. He notched 8 points in the
Jazz, 24.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Brooklyn.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
We've got a lot of game left, but boy, they are doing a tremendous job on the offensive glass.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Walker Kessler is out there with Walker. Then it's Simmons. And it's Agbaji in at the 2 spot.
Well, this is exactly where Ben Simmons looks to become assertive. The closer he is to the cup, the more dangerous he is.
It's blocked. Up top, Walker, guarded by O'Neal. Here's Christopher. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Christopher's got 7 points.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
A kick out to O'Neal. And the 3 off target.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Nets trail by 3. Here's Silk. And the Nets miss again.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Defensive
Oh,
foul.
that's pretty good strength by Kelly Olynyk, not letting the contact alter his shot. Pretty good focus.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Bridges comes in for Thomas. Back in the 2022 offseason doors, the Jazz traded their 2 All-Stars, Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert.
And what that got them, Kevin, was a ton of draft picks. But to me, the real prize is Lauri Markkanen, who made the All-Star game, and Walker Kessler, who looks like a big-time stud, particularly on the defensive end.
Here's Silk. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Clock at 6. Lets it go with a 3. Here's Claxton. Utah with the rebound. Last time they met was in Utah.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup. And their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
Never expect Ben Simmons to miss a wide-open teammate. What a pass right there.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Simmons on the wing. And it's blocked. And they'll get another chance. O'Neal against Markkanen. Sexton for 3. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. So for the Nets, John Collins comes in for Olynyk. And it's Johnson in for O'Neal. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. The Nets with the lead. Back to Bridges. Here's Silk. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
That's his second bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Clarkson outside. Sexton deciding where to go with it. And it's denied. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Utah calls timeout. There are many ways to build a team, as we know, Doris. Do you prefer building around a star or a more team-based approach?
I think, Kevin, what we have learned unequivocally is that it is not just about collecting talent. Certainly, you need star players to win in the NBA. But so much of this is about how do the pieces fit around. There is a reason it is a team sport, Kevin. Don't overlook the role players around those stars.
Shot clock at 3. Clarkson. Here's Kessler. Drops in the layup for 2. Kessler's got his first 2 points.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass earning an additional opportunity.
For 3, Bridges. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's on Jordan Clarkson. And that one falls for Bridges. And Doris, we know Mikal Bridges famously traded for Durant, but it's interesting. Durant was Bridges' favorite player growing up.
And Kevin, it's always interesting when there's a connection between the idol and the guy who was idolizing him. But give Mikal Bridges credit. He has come into his own as a star. This guy has proven to be a capable offensive player and is one of the truly legit defensive wings that you have got to plan for. This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him and he keeps making them.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Silk in the last outing against the Rockets was outstanding. He finished with 52 points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. He really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
The Jazz have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
Shooting 2.
Both good from the line that time. LDB, the Jazz have managed to stay competitive while going into a rebuild.
Kevin, you've got to give Utah credit. That is not an easy task. They have managed to amass a great deal of first-round picks and young talent and still remain focused on winning. Truly incredible.
Doubled by Bridges. To the paint. Here's Sexton. No good. Now shooting just 20% this game at 2 for 10.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Walker Kessler. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand. And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens. I'm sure if he had the chance to do that possession over again, he would not have taken the shot.
Pass to Silk. There's the 3. Rebounded by Clarkson.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Silk passes to Bridges. Down low. Here's Silk. 11 points in the game.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Johnson in the corner. Bridges outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Claxton. And stolen by Sexton. Here's Markkanen. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Markkanen's got his second basket of the night.
That's showing a little bit of straight line speed. Markkanen opening up in transition. Nice.
The shot by Silk, no good.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with this team leading. Perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Count it, good. Sexton's got 8 points.
Not just a scorer. Clarkson is very willing to dish it when a teammate's open.
In the corner, Collins with it. Here's Silk. Here's the floater. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Sexton. And Silk gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
It's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Brooklyn. Then for the Jazz, Abaji's checked in, and it's Josh Christopher in for Sexton. Here's Christopher. He had 22 points in the win against the Hornets in Charlotte.
Boy, the defense had tons of difficulty covering him. They kept putting him at the line, and he burned them.
44 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 14 points for Silk.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
From past the arc. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
23 seconds left in the first half of the game. Finney-Smith can't get it to go.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Great positioning on the putback. And now just a 3-point Nets lead.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
Here's Silk. He got it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nets lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Silks checked in for Dinwiddie. For Utah, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
One shot.
The Nets with the lead. They've got Collins. Silk is out there with Bridges. Then it's Johnson, and it's Claxton in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Jacques Vaughn getting going here in the second half.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Clarkson dishes to Sexton. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Sexton's got 11.
How about the response from Colin Sexton with some range?
Passes it to Bridges. Here's Johnson. Markkanen pulls it in.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
For Clarkson, it's been about finding a place in the NBA that suits him.
You know what, Kevin? That is often the case for players who are not superstars, but are quality players. Jordan Clarkson came into the league with a reputation as a gunner. But here's a guy who can fill in as a starter, he can play off the bench, and he's always willing to accept his role.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
The Nets have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. And Simmons, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. And he's good on the second. Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like AD out there. Similar builds, and Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop the ability to play facing up to the basket.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Spencer Dinwiddie has talked about buying into his role. He says you have to have confidence that's borderline irrational, but a perspective that's very realistic. You've got to know who you are. Kevin, he adds that he's not attempting to be a Mount Rushmore type guy, but a talented player who can help a winning team.
That's a good perspective, David. Thanks for the story. Simmons inside. Claxton covering. And it's blocked.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building. He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
They get a hand on it. Bridges with the steal. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Markkanen against Johnson. Tipped away. Stolen by Collins. Pass to Silk. Hendricks pulls it in. Hendricks has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And the pass to Sexton. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Sexton's got 13.
Well, Sexton showing that he's more than just a jump shooter. Very comfortable on the interior against size.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game that teams aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. O'Neal comes in for Johnson. And it's Cameron Thomas in for Bridges. And a switcher also for Utah. Walker's checked in. And Brooklyn making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Here's Silk. They get it back. Collins, good. 12 points for him.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
And they double up Simmons. Here's Sexton. Simmons trying to get open. That's tipped, and he gets it back.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Here's Silk. He's got 16.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
Claxton with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Here's Silk. Walker with the rebound.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Silk. Here's Claxton, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command. Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Silk passes to Collins. Here's Silk, defended by Sexton. Here's Silk. And a miss there on the triple.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And he has got such good touch from that medium range area. It's an option they can always go to. Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Nets leading by 3. Elbow shot. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Hendricks. Dinwiddie against Walker. Outside, Markkanen. And he nails the jumper. And that's now 9 points for Lauri Markkanen.
Love to see the 7-footer Markkanen go right up with it. Doesn't give the defense time to react.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. So for the Nets, Brendan Watford's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Collins. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Royce O'Neal. Puts up a 3. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Utah trailing here. Here's Christopher. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And then Simmons slams it in.
Oh, my goodness, the creativity and flair from Ben Simmons. Stop it now. Don't hurt him, Ben.
And here's Olynyk from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Olynyk's got his second bucket of the night. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. 4-point game. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. And that concludes this long 6-game road trip. To the left side wing. Fires the three. Christopher, no good.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
That one trips for him. And it's a 6-point Nets lead.
Well, that's just a good possession. Dorian Finney-Smith moving the ball. He's been working on that aspect of his game.
Passes it to Simmons. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
First personal foul.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Ben Simmons. One time from the line.
Boy, Ben Simmons, one of the most highly scrutinized players in the NBA, but I don't think you can doubt any of his defensive abilities. Cross-positional and big-time asset on that end.
Lets the three fly. Agbaji pulls it in.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Here's Christopher, and he finishes nicely on the way. Christopher's got 11.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Here's Silk. He's got 20. Steps back and fires. They get it back.
Boy, the big man, Kelly Olynyk, doing a great job going right into the foul. He doesn't seem to fear anyone.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Oh, he nailed it!
The 3/4 of play. Brooklyn.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
70.
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
Tie game in Brooklyn. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Sexton is the point. Clarkson is in at 2. Walker Kessler is out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Agbaji in at the 3. Now, here's Sexton. He's covered closely. Markkanen against Olynyk. Unloads from 13. Utah gets it back.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
Nets leading by 3. Jams it with authority.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And it's good for 2. And the Nets lead by 7. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Brooklyn?
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
Inside, and stolen by Sexton. And here's the fast break. Here's Agbaji. Claxton covering. Outside, Sexton. Drills it from outside.
Timeout. This is a shot Colin Sexton has worked so hard to improve on. Can he be consistent from three-point range?
Timeout called, the Nets.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Collins checked in for the Nets. And Utah making a change here. And getting very close to seeing our final list of contestants for the dunk contest. And you know everybody in the discussion right now really wants to compete.
I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, if you got the hops and the repertoire, well, you want to show what you can do.
Look at Silk. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And the list of participants is going to be final soon, so we'll be sure to keep you posted. This year's dunk contest should be a very special one.
And every year, it seems, we see something in the dunk contest that we've never seen before, and I don't think this year will be any different.
Shot, high post. Again, the Nets for two.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Bridges with the steal. And here again, the Nets in transition up the court they go.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Sexton. Oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
You know, it's easy to say, but this is one guy you don't want to foul. Colin Sexton is an excellent free throw shooter.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Bridges inside. He's covered by Kessler. Bridges shot. Good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Johnson against Markkanen. Pass to Hendricks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And no good that time. Collins with some nice D. And the basket by Silk. Silk's got the lead up to 12 now for Brooklyn.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
From 11 feet away, Bridges with the board. Bridges has got his 6th rebound on the night, and that one good from Clarkson.
As a shooter, Clarkson can be so efficient. He gets the ball and goes right into his shot.
The shot by Silk, no good.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Sexton with it. Now guarded by Silk. They grab their own miss.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
Jazz trail by 8. Utah calls timeout. You know, Greg, one place you really see Walker Kessler making his... presence felt is on the defensive end.
And boy, he has got a nose for blocks. That means, I mean, able to detect shots forming and get a hand on the ball. It is such a gift that allows this guy to make such a big difference on that side of the ball.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Silk.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight. because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Outside for Sexton. Johnson over to help. Here's Hendricks. And the rejection by Collins.
And that shows you a bit of Collins' all-around game and why he's so valuable at both ends of the floor.
Here's Silk. Drills the three-pointer. Silk's got 31.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Second personal foul. Team second.
That free throw missing.
For the Jazz, Hendricks. Shooting 2.
He's off on the second. Well, we know that scoring in the league, Doris, has been on the uptick this era. Do you see that trend continuing?
It's hard to imagine, Kevin, that it won't unless the league makes an adjustment to bring a little bit more defense back into play. That is something you've heard Steve Kerr talk about. Have we tilted the scales too much to favor the offense? We'll see what happens.
Sexton for three. Rebounded by the Nets.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
An emphatic LU jam.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges, so willing to give it up to an open guy.
To the wing right side. Here's Hendricks. The Jazz with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
1:16 left in the fourth. Here's Silk. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Nets.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-game.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Silk.
Boy, his defense is what stood out to me. There was a no-fly zone around this guy all night. He contested every shot in his area and sent a few back.
With soft hands and great recognition, Collins is the ideal big for a pick and roll.
Here's Clarkson. The pass to Hendricks. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Out to Clarkson. Good on the three-point shot.
Center stage with the game in the balance. Jordan Clarkson, no problem.
And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitutions.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Josh Christopher. Second personal foul.
That's the first. That makes it a 7-point lead.
Number 11.
And so both free throws are good. And it's an 8-point game. Utah calls timeout. They're down by 8. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Let's go, everyone. I needed to get loud in here for your Brooklyn Nets. Big round of applause for the Brooklyn Nets kids.
.12 seconds left in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
What I'm always impressed by, guys, is Markkanen's versatility. The guy can face up and make jump shots. He can be enough of a presence on the interior that you're very comfortable with him in this modern NBA game.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Jordan Clarkson, second personal foul. Third team.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Shooting 2. Number 11.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. And the Jazz call time here. They're trailing by 8. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
Three-pointer Markkanen connects from downtown.
The willingness to embrace the pressure. Markkanen, big-time delivery.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.